Classification, Unit 2. Animal classification is mean, we talk animal classification is mean categorizing animals in systemic way by considering their common features is known as animal classification. Now here we are concerning two common features, presence of vertebral column and absence of vertebral column. Presence of vertebral columns are called vertebrates. Animals, those who don't have vertebral columns are called invertebrates. Animals can be classified into two main parts according to the presence or absence of vertebral column. Vertebrates and invertebrates. Right? Now you can see vertebrates we can divide into pieces, reptiles, mammal, aves, amphibia. Invertebrates we can divide into, who are they? Basically, we talk about them, Cnidaria, Annelida, Mollusca, Arthropoda.
Teacher, is this a snake?
Invertebrates. Invertebrates is mean animals without a backbone. Vertebral columns are known as invertebrate. Now we look at Cnidarians. Cnidarians is mean, now we are going to talk about Cnidaria. Write the topic Cnidaria. Don't write this thing. Phylum Cnidaria, Hydra, jellyfish. I will show you the Hydra. This is the Hydra, this one. Main, right? Freshwater bodies, we can see Hydra. This is jellyfish. I think you have seen, right? Jellyfish. Coral. Sea anemone. You can keep in your book later. I will tell you, you can keep the space in your book to paste the pictures. Right? Cnidaria. Write the subtopic Cnidaria. Finish it?
Yes.
Don't draw this thing. I just want to write the topic Cnidarians. And then I will just take the blackboard and write the things what you need to write and explain the things. Cnidarians is mean that animal belongs to the Cnidaria are predators and live in water. I need this one. Live in water like this. This Hydra live in water, jellyfish live in sea. These are sea water animals. Jellyfish, corals, and the sea anemone. You can't see this one. Jellyfish, coral. This is a sea anemone, Hydra, jellyfish. They live in sea water, but Hydra live in fresh water. This is Hydra. They belongs to the group of Cnidarians. The animal belongs to Cnidaria are predators and live in water. Hydra, sea anemone, jellyfish are some examples for a group of Cnidarians. Then we can take this one, diploblastic. We are telling this diploblastic, their body made up of only 2 layers of cells. Their body made up of only 2 layers of cells. And this is sea anemone. And their cross section, if you take, it's look like this. that we can see like epidermis. Next one we can see one opening. This is called the digestive cavity. This is mouth and normally excretory process and the digestion process. You can යාලා කෑම ගන්න එකයි excretion එකයි දෙකම කරන්නේ එකම place එකකින්. Right? Digestion එකයි excretion. But we talk about ingestion and digestion. That day we talk in the grade 8 Oxford class. Okay? Ingestion and digestion doing from one place only. Right? Eating and giving out the bad waste matter from one place. Right? Mouth. This is the one opening they have. And this is the digestive cavity. Back digestive cavity. This one also same. This is the mouth, digestion and ingestion both doing at the one place. These are tentacles. මෙන්න මේ වටේට තියෙන මේ අණු වලට අපි කියනවා tentacles කියලා. Right? මම කිව්වේ combine වෙනවා කියලා class දෙකම නේද? එතකොට ඒක හිටියානම් හොඳට තේරෙනවා what is called the tentacles, what is called the ingestion, what is called digestion. Ingestion කියන්නේ කෑම ඇතුළට දාගන්න.
Excuse me, teacher.
ඔව් පුතේ tell you. මොකද්ද ප්‍රශ්නේ? Right, now we are going to write the note, right?
Excuse me, teacher.
Oh, tell you. Right, we are going to write the note now. Regarding Cnidaria, you have mentioned the topic.
Teacher.
Oh, yeah. The animal belong to Cnidaria. They are predators, depend on other animals, small creatures. Predators. Predators can vilopikio. Anit animals lava kala thamai egollo depend wenni. Hari? Predators. Predators and live in water. Hydra, we can write example.
Excuse me, teacher.
Oh, Pute. Ken, I can't hear you.
Teacher.
Oh. Jellyfish. They are the example. Hydra, sea anemone, jellyfish. You can paste the pictures. Keep the space to paste this. I will send you the pictures. Keep the space for paste the pictures. Cnidaria, jellyfish, and the sea anemone. Even අපිට අඳින්නත් පුළුවන් නේද හයිඩ්‍රාව? It's look like this. It has few tentacles. මෙයාට ගොඩක් tentacles නෑ. This is sea anemone. It has lot of tentacles. Jellyfish. This is jellyfish. Hydra, sea anemone, jellyfish. They belongs to this group. Their body is radially symmetrical body. Radial symmetry, we learn the bilateral symmetry and radial symmetry. Can you remember what is bilateral? Even if we concern the human beings. We are bilateral. We can cut into our body two equal parts by using only one axis. We have only one axis. We can cut through any axis through the center. We can get two equal halves. Can you circle it? circle to the center, any axis we can cut and we can get two equal halves, right? That is called the radial symmetry. This is via bilateral symmetry. So Cnidarians have radially symmetrical body. Then can you understand radial symmetry? Rusadi understood?
Yes, teacher.
Radial can any axis through the center we can cut and we can get two equal halves. That is called the radial symmetry. Then Cnidarians have radially symmetrical body. Cnidarians have Cnidarians have radially symmetrical body. A basic plan in which the organism can be divided into similar halves by passing a plane at any along the central axis. The radial symmetry on a just draw a circle and show it. Through the center, through any axis, you can cut and you can get two equal halves. Through the center, even through this, like this. And like this, you can cut and you can get two equal halves. That is called the radial symmetry. Radial symmetry. Cnidarians have radially symmetrical body. Upper part I will clear. There are two forms, polyps and medusa. So I am going to explain. Polyps form is mean they can't move one place to another. They just attract to a substrate and living. But this one, jellyfish can go one place to another. Now this form eකට medusa form කියලා. මෙන්න මේකට මෙයාලට කියන්නේ polyp form. Polyp කියන්නේ they are staying at one place. එක place එක they can attract to a substrate and living. දැන් මේගොල්ලෝ හොඳ වැඩක් කරනවා. මේක they can't go anywhere නේ. The sea animal නේ. Right? එක තැනකට වෙලා ගලකට හරි coral එකකට හරි set වෙලා එයාලා ඉන්නවා. හැබැයි මේගොල්ලෝ මොකද කරන්නේ? සමහර වෙලාවට you know sea crab ඉන්නේ මුහුදු කකුලුවා. මුහුදු කකුලුවාගේ body එකට set වෙනවා මෙහෙම. Attached වෙනවා. එයාගේ body surface එක substrate එකක් හැටියට use කරලා මෙයා එයාට attached වෙනවා. Then after that, where the sea crab is going, this one also going. because that one going near one place to another. The sea animal also can move then. Then going to that place and they are catching the other creatures and eating. They are eating other unwanted parts. It is throwing. So sea crab also picking those things and eating. That is useful for the sea crab. And sea crab is useful for the sea anemone to go one place to another. Then nama useful. Ek nisa then ara sea crab high vela may one place to another place. Yeah, sea anemone. So they can't move, right? Hydra and sea anemone, they can't move one place to another, but jellyfish can move one place to another. So there are two forms as polyps and medusa, right? Medusa කියන්නේ move වෙන එක. මෙයාට තැනින් තැනට යන්න පුළුවන්. But here polyps are fixed to substrate and led the sedimentary life while medusa are free-swimming organism. This is free-swimming, right? ඔන්න යාටම ඔයාලා ඇඳගත්තද නැහැ. paste කරගන්න if you can draw, you can draw it. Right? There are two forms as polyps and medusa. Then I will write polyps are fixed to the substrate. Fixed to the substrate and let the medusa free-swimming organism. Can you understand this? Methuli, can you understand? Methuli is there, right? Yes. Yetmi, can you understand? Yetmi?
Yes, teacher.
Yes. I will erase the below part now. There are two forms, polyp form and medusa form. Right. Then I give the examples like this. For the medusa form, I can mention example polyp. Polyp form examples we can write. How the example solter? Hydra. Sea anemone. Medusa. You can write examples for medusa form. However, you can mention for the medusa form jellyfish. Jellyfish. Could they finish writing this?
Yes, teacher.
Yes. Then we'll go to the next one. We talk about this name. Another picture is there. What is that? They cripple small creatures. They caught small creatures with their special tentacle. They are poisonous, right? They can inject poisonous things to the other creatures. Special tentacles having syndocytes and use them as food. Then what they are doing? They are cripple small creatures. Small creatures with their special tentacles. Special tentacles having use them as food. ඒවා ඒගොල්ලෝ food හැටියට use කරනවා. Right? Cripple කියන්නේ අඩපණ කරනවා. They can release the poisons to their body නේ. Tentacles, they have a special poisonous things. We are going to learn in grade 10. There are special cells. They can produce poisons. They inject this poison to other small creatures and they cripple them. And having syndocytes and use them as food. මොකද කරන්නේ ඒගොල්ලෝ ඒවා food හැටියට පාවිච්චි කරනවා. හරි? ඒ creatures ලව අඩපණ කරලා ඒගොල්ලොන් අල්ලගෙන තමයි ඒගොල්ලෝ depend වෙන්නේ. That's how they are taking food. Right? They cripple small creatures with their special tentacles having syndocyte. These poisonous cells are called syndocytes and use them as foods. Shall I clear, Pute?
Okay, teacher.
Right. I think all of you finished this. So I am going to note again. Then I explain you about the parts of this one. This is the hydra and tentacle. This is the mouth, digestive cavity. Then its wall is here in between the wall and the digestive cavity. There is a mesogola. This part is called that. This is epidermic. Epidermic and outer cover, outer wall. You don't need this thing. Epidermics and mesogola and the gastromis. These things no need for you. You must know only digestive cavity, tentacle, mouth. After you came to grade 10 class, we are going to learn about this and this epidermics. Sorry? This mouth, tentacles. You must know what is tentacle, where is the mouth, and where is the digestive cavity. That is enough for you. So I will draw a cross section of the hydra and label diagram. Then you can draw it. Label diagram of a hydra. Don't draw this one. There are too much of parts and it is complex for you to draw. So I will draw it here, hydra. Cross section of a hydra, body form of hydra. These are tentacles. And mouth cavity is here. Ingestion and digestion both doing by using this part, right? And if you want, you can mention the digestive cavity also. Really, this one also no need. Tentacles. Mouth. Digestive cavity. Tentacles. Mouth. Okay, write down this. Tentacle, mouth, digestive cavity.
Teacher, I have finished.
Okay, Pute, finish. Pute, don't worry if you have any connection problem or difficult to connect with the lesson or signal error or something. You can go to the website and you can watch the video after finish the class, right? Today evening only we are going to upload this one there, right? Then tomorrow morning you can watch it and you can complete the notes and all. Then we have to talk about the annelida. We talk about the cnidarians. Cnidarians example we talk, sea anemone, hydra, and the jellyfish. In addition to that, coral also. So I will go to it again. These are cnidarians. Phylum cnidarians, hydra, jellyfish, coral, sea anemones. You can identify the pictures, right? Now I think you have imaginary idea about this. දැන් හොඳට ඔයගොල්ලන්ට තේරෙනවා කියලා හිතනවා හොඳ ඉමේජිනරි අයිඩියා එකක් මෙන්න මේ සිනිඩාරියස් කියන අය ගැන ඇති. මේ ඉන්නේ හයිඩ්‍රා. ඒගොල්ලෝ නම් fresh water bodies වල ඉන්නේ. This is sea, jellyfish, coral and these are sea anemone. Right? Sea anemones. They live in sea water. Right? They are called the cnidarians. මේ cnidarians වල there are two main forms. One form is medusa form and other one is polyp form. එක form එකක් තියෙනවා medusa, other one is polyp form, right? හරි. Then finish. Okay, then I will go to the next one. We talk about the cnidarians. All of you can understand now. හැමෝටම තේරුණාද? Huh?
Yes.
Yes. Then I will go to the annelida. Annelida is mean like earthworm, segmented worms like earthworm, leech, nereis are examples for annelids. කවුද මේ nereis කියන ඒ පණු වර්ගය, earthworms ලා, leech කියන්නේ කූඩැල්ල. අපි සාමාන්‍ය ලෝකේ පුරාම මෙයාට පාවිච්චි කරන scientific name එක තමයි hirudo. hirudo කියන නම. ඔයාලට අපි leech කියලා දෙන්නේ. ඒතර leech කියන්නේ කූඩැල්ලට. earthworm මේගොල්ලෝ අයිති වෙන්නේ annelida කියන group එකට. Write down this. finish puthe?
Yes, teacher.
Right. Segmented worms like earthworm, leech, they belongs to this group. We will write the note about them. I use the blackboard. Annelida. Annelids live both marine water and fresh water. Marine කියන්නේ කරදිය water. Annelids live in both water and fresh water. Right? Both they are living. Not only that, they live in wet terrestrial environment. ගොඩබිම පරිසර. Terrestrial environment, ගොඩබිම wet. තෙත තියෙන තැන්වල. You have seen the earthworm, right? Then we can write as well as wet terrestrial environment. ගොඩබිම. Right? Wet terrestrial right? Examples: leech, nares, earthworm, We can keep the space to paste them. So we can write common features. What are the features? Their body is bilaterally symmetrical body, not the radial, like only one axis we can cut and we can get two equals half, even leech-less image, right? So they are wormiform, worm-like body shape, පණු ආකාර ශරීර තියෙන worm-like body, head, thorax, abdomen ඒ වගේ වෙනස් වෙන් වෙලා නැහැ, right? Worm-like body is there. Body consists of segment. Body එක කොටස් වලට බෙදිලා තියෙන segmented body. Right? They are known as segmented worms. මේගොල්ලන්ට අපි කියනවා segmented worms කියලා. Right? Finish writing this?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, teacher.
Right. These are annelids. Annelids. Iridos. Features. Don't write this. I will write the note. Live in damp soil, marine and freshwater habitat. These are known as triploblastic. මෙයාලගේ body එක layers 3කින් හැදිලා තියෙන්නේ. අරගොල්ලෝ දෙකකින්. Their body made up of 3 germinal layers. Possesses a center-like, worm-like body. පණු ආකාරයක්. පණුවෙක් වගේ කියලා දන්නවනේ දැන් කවුරුහරි දැක්කොත් අපිට ටක් ගාලා ගන්න පුළුවන් පණුවෙක් කියලා නේද? මොකද they have wormiform body. Body is divided to segments. Segmented bodies there. Internally and externally. They are known as segmented worms. Body shows a bilateral symmetry. వాళ్ళේ ගෙවල් වල ඇති අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම ඉන්නවනේ earthworms ලා පොඩ්ඩක් පොළව හාරනකොට හම්බ වෙනවා. පොඩ්ඩක් එක්කෙනෙක්ව අරගෙන එයාලා හොඳට ඔබ්සර්ව් කරන්න. ගෙදර හෑන්ඩ් ලෙන්ස් එකක් තියෙනවනේ පොඩ්ඩක් මෙයාලා වල්ලලා හොඳට බලන්න. earthworm. හරි? බලනවද එහෙම? මේ පොතේවත් පික්චර් වලවත් මේ කම්පියුටර් වලවත් බලලා හරියන්නේ නැහැ. ඔයාලා බලන්න earthworm ලා හැමතැනම ඉන්නවනේ. එක්කෙනෙක්ව අරගෙන හොඳට හෑන්ඩ් ලෙන්ස් එකකින් බලන්න. හැබැයි ඉතින් just use a gloves or use කරලා කරන්න. නිකම්ම අල්ලන්න එහෙම යන්න එපා. just use a gloves or something. just observe them. මෙයාලම හොඳට බලන්න මෙයාලගේ මොනවද segmented පේන්න තියෙනවද? then how with the body, then warm like body කියලා බලන්න. Right? These days you can observe, you have enough time, right? School also, although started, not every day you don't have the schools, right? හැමදාම නෑනේ? tomorrow කාටද හැමදාම ස්කූල් තියෙන්නේ? කාටවත් නෑනේ? නෑනේ? හරි. Next one, common features. Common features of annelids. We'll write the common features of them. First one, body is mirror image. Only two parts. We can divide the body into two halves only. Approximate mirror image. Midline. They are wormiform. Worm like body shape. Wormiform. Worm like body form. Body consists of segment. Segmented worms. segmented worms කියලා කියන මොකද body consists of segments. If I draw earthworm like this, I make an those. Here have anus. Anus කියන්නේ get rid of waste from this place. නේද? අපද්‍රව්‍යයාගේ ජරාව පිට කරන්නේ මෙතනින්. For that we are saying anus. And this is the mouth. Mouth. Segments. Finish. Prasanthi, finish?
Yes.
Finish, teacher.
Right. Body shows a bilateral symmetry. Then we have to go to the molluscus. Molluscus is me. Now you know, totally you know about the cynindarius and annelids. No any doubts of them? ප්‍රශ්නයක් නැහැ නේද ඒගොල්ලෝම? Right? We talk about invertebrates. Now you know already two types of invertebrates. Right? Who are they? One is cynindarius, the other one is annelids. We talk about two types of invertebrates. One is cnidaria, other one is annelids. Right, now we are going to talk about mollusca. Right? Mollusca. Mollusca is mean soft-bodied triploblastic organism, belongs to this phylum. Right? Example, snail, bivalve, and the titan. Right? මෙන්න මේගොල්ලෝ. Right? මෙන්න මේ snail, bivalve, this is titan. Now දැකලා තියලා මේ වගේම ඉන්න tanks වල, වැව් වල එහෙම we can see this one. And the bivalve. Octopus also we can take to this molluscus group, right? බලමු මම දාලා තියෙනවා මේ ඉන්නේ slug ඉන්නවා. Squid ගන්න පුළුවන්, දැල්ලව, octopus. They belongs to this group. Part of a snail. Right? Then we have remained another two groups to talk about this. Don't write this one. Medically unknown. කමන්න ලියන්නකො මොලුස්කා. So body triploblastic. Triplo කියන්නේ layers තුනකින් හැදිලා තියෙන්නේ body එක. Triploblastic organism belongs to this phylum. Example, snail, bivalve, titan. ලියන්න බලන්න තුන් දෙනාව. ඉඩ තියාගන්න ගන්න අලව ගන්න මම රූප ටික සෙට් කරලා එවන්න එක කොලයකට. You can just take the printouts and you can paste in the relevant place. Mollusca. Soft-bodied triploplastic organisms belongs to this phylum. Snail, bivalve, chiton. Mollusca live in terrestrial, marine, freshwater environments. තුනේම ඉන්නවා මේගොල්ලෝ. snails ලා එහෙම ඉන්නවනේ දැන් ගෙදර plant එකක් හිටවන්න බෑ මේ snails ලා come and destroy the things නේ. එතකොට ගොඩබිම ඉන්නවා. ඒ වගේම sea water, ඒ කියන්නේ marine water and fresh water also. They are living. මේ ඉවර වෙලා පුතේ මේ දෙන්නගේ නම් ටික ලියා ගන්න. slug, squid and octopus. Slug, squid, octopus. ඒගොල්ලොන්වත් ලියා ගන්න.
Teacher.
Yes.
Teacher, what is chiton?
This one මට්ටියා කියලා කියන්නේ අපි සිංහලෙන්. සිංහල නම ඊටත් වැඩිය අමාරුයි ඉඳ මං කිව්වේ නැත්තේ. චිටන් කියලා මතක තියාගන්න ඔය වැව් වල හැම මෙයාලව ඉන්නවා මේ වේලිලා ගිහිල්ලා එම වතුරේ හම්බෙලා තියනවද මෙයාව?
No, teacher.
ඩ්‍රයිව් වුණාට පස්සේ එම water වල we can find chiton. ඒ කියන්නේ මේ මට්ටියා කියලා කියනවා. මේ සිප්පියානේ බයිවේල් කියන්නේ බෙල්ලනේ. මෙයාට මට්ටි කියලා කියන මට්ටියා. සිංහලෙන් කියන්නේ I don't know whether there is any other name, but I have learned the Sinhala word is that chiton. මෙන්න මේ වගේ creature කෙනෙක් යා. හරි chiton. Soft-bodied triploblastic organism belongs to this phylum. මේ තුන් දෙනා ලියා ගන්න. Slug, squid, octopus. එයා belongs to the group of molluscus. Finish writing this.
Yes, teacher.
Right. Okay, we will write the note now. Use the blackboard. Here, common features of annelids. We talk mollusca. Under that writes live in terrestrial, Octopus. Common features. Features is mean lakshana, common features. Podu lakshana. මෙයාලට common හැමෝටම commonly. හරි? Some they don't have. Then commonly we are talking. Their body is not radial. Radial symmetry කියලා ඉගෙන ගත්තේ එකම group එක. Cnidarians ලා විතරයි. ඊට පස්සේ annelids also bilateral symmetry. This one also showing the bilateral symmetry. Bilaterally. Bilaterally symmetrical, soft-bodied animals. Possesses a muscular port. Possesses a skin moistened with mucus. දැකලා තියෙනවනේ වෙන්නේ snail going. එයා ගිය පාර වෙනම වැදිලා තියෙනවා නේද? ඒව mucus. They are secreting mucus. Slippery substance. Right? Mucus. Right? Skin moistened with mucus. Skin moistened mucus. Mucus. Bare shells. Some molluscs bare shells. Bare shells. Some molluscs bear shells. Like bivalve, නේද? Chitin. ඒගොල්ලොන්ගේ shells තියෙනවා. These are the features of molluscs. If you draw a small snail like this, he have like this antenna too, නේද? And it has a muscular port, right? This part is called a muscular port. And it has a shell like this. This is called a muscular port. එකයි තියෙන්නේ යට muscular port. And shell. It has a shell like this. So this we are saying antenna. මේක උඩ තමයි යාගේ eyes දෙක තියෙන්නේ. හරි? Mouth. This part is called the mouth. You can collect the shells of different dead molluscs. After you go to the seashore, you can collect dead molluscus shells. Even if you go to a lake or pond or somewhere, you can collect the dead molluscus shells, right? Even from your garden, you can find the snail shells. Collect කරලා තියාගන්න as a hobby, right? Do you have seashells with you? Seashells තියනවද? එකතු කරන්න ඉන්නවද? Seashells කියලා අපි collect කරන්න by whales ලගේ shells නේ. බෙල්ලොන්ගේ එහෙම ඒවා collect කරලා තියාගන්න. You can do different decorations නේද? You can do different creations by using them. Okay, I will clear this now. Okay? You want it back? Prasanthi, finish writing?
Yes, teacher.
Right. Then we have to talk about label diagram එකක් ඇති molluscus ගේ. And this one, head. These things you don't need. You need the muscular port, antenna, tentacles killer they are saying, but we talk about antenna, right? Arthropoda then. Then arthropoda also you can collect different dead bodies of insects. In this earth, that there are a high percentage of this arthropoda. Vadium in arthropoda. This is the phylum with the highest number of species in the animal kingdom. අපේ animal world එකේ වැඩිම ප්‍රමාණයක් ඉන්නේ arthropods ලා. 75% of animal belongs to this phylum. There are about 950,000 species belongs to this phylum. The organism with jointed limbs such as insect, bee, butterfly, cricket, mosquito, spider, scorpion කියන්නේ කවුද? ගෝනුස්සා. Millipede, centipede, prawn, crab belongs to this phylum. මේක ලියන්න එපා. මේ ඉන්නේ. මේගොල්ලෝ අපිට insects ලා හැටියට එයාලගේ body එකේ ප්‍රධාන parts තුනක් තියෙනවා. Head, thorax and abdomen. Head, thorax, abdomen. Right. Before that, we will go to this thing. Write the topic arthropoda. Don't write this note. Write the topic arthropoda. Arthropoda. Where do they live? They live in terrestrial environment, aquatic environment, as well as freshwater and marine water environments. Then we can write the topic arthropoda, last topic of the invertebrates. Live in terrestrial as well as in aquatic environment. Arthropoda is the group to which the सेंटीपेड කියන්නේ කාටද? කියන්න බලන්න රුසන්දි. පත්තෑය. මිලිපේඩ් කියන්නේ අර පත්තෑයත් එක්කම ඉන්නේ කවුද දිගේ එක්කෙනා? කැටපිලර්. කැටපිලර් නෙමෙයි අර කම්කුණ්ඩද කවුද කියන්නේ දිගේ එක්කෙනෙක් ඉන්නේ. මෙහෙම පත්තෑය සෙන්ටිපේඩ් මෙන්න මෙහෙම කෙනෙක් ඉන්නේ. lot of legs are there. එයාට මොකද්ද කියන නම? එයාට අපි මේ කැටපිලර් කියන්න බෑනේ. කැටපිලර් කියන්නේ දලබුවටනේ. insect ගේ යන්නේච් නේ. මේ යන්නේච් එක නෙමෙයි. lot of legs. When we touch it is roll like this. මෙහෙම roll වෙනවා. millipede. Right? Scrofian gonussa. Spider. දන්නවනේ නේද? Spiders, scrofians gonussa, millipede, centipede, pattaya. That's why this one නම් poisonous එයා හපනවා. මෙයා මේ roll වෙනවා. Red color ones are there. දැකලා ඇති නේද ඔයාලා? Yeah. Decay වෙන logs වල එහෙම ඉන්නවා. Brown color one also there, red color one also there. Right? Centipedes, prawns, ඉස්ස නේද? Crabs. Some organism that belongs to the group of Arthropoda. Then even butterfly, you can paste the pictures, right? You can write butterfly, scrofians, centipede, prawn. If you have pictures, paste this. I haven't mentioned the butterfly. Commonly, I have mentioned the insects, right? Cockroach, dragonfly. They also have a bilaterally symmetrical body. Features. Common features. What are the features? Bilaterally symmetrical body. Symmetrical. Only one axis we can cut and we can get two equal halves. එක අක්ෂයක් ඔස්සේ පමණයි මෙයාලව කපලා අපිට සමාන භාග දෙකක් ගන්න පුළුවන්. So that's why we are saying they are showing bilateral symmetry. Body possesses external skeleton. External කියන්නේ පුතේ පිටත සැකිල්ලක් තියෙන්නේ. cockroach මේගොල්ලොන්ගේ පිටත මේ තියෙන්නේ නේද? ඒගොල්ලෝ තදට දැනෙනවා පිටින්. External skeleton. Body possesses an external skeleton at සැකිල්ල. It can for that we are saying exoskeleton. They also have neither. The some molluscs also have external skeleton. For that we are saying exoskeleton. Exoskeleton. For that we are saying exoskeleton. Some species have wings. සමහර කට්ටියට wings තියෙනවා. like butterflies, cockroach. Some species possesses wings. Externally segmented body, right? Externally. Things කොටස් වලට බෙදිච්ච body එකක් තමයි they have is mean externally segmented body. I will erase the upper part then.
Okay, teacher.
Have externally external කියන්නේ පිටතින් පුතේ internal කියන්නේ ඇතුලෙන්. ඒතර පිටින් තියෙන skeleton එක. ඒතර have externally segmented body. Segmented කියන්නේ කොටස් වලට බෙදිච්ච නේද? They have 6 legs and the antennas, head, thorax, abdomen කියලා කොටස් තුනකට බෙදලා තියෙනවා. හරි? They have externally පැහැදිලිවම යාළගේ කොටස් අපිට අඳුන ගන්න පුළුවන් head, thorax, උරස, thorax කියන උරස, උදරය. You can write here head, thorax, abdomen. කොටස් තුනක් පැහැදිලිවම තියෙනවා head, thorax and abdomen. Have eyes in front of the body and have antenna like this. Some of them have මොනවද wings තියෙනවා සමහර කට්ටියට. සමහර අයගේ wings තියෙනවා. හරි? legs 6 legs තියෙනවා mostly. මේක ලියලා ඉවරද පුතේ?
Yes, teacher.
හරි මම පියාගේ picture එකක් තියෙනවා ඊළඟ එකේ මම එතෙන් යනවා. මේක shall I clear this now? No need to draw this one. I want to see show you the parts of the arthropods. එතෙන්නේ head, thorax, abdomen. ඉස්සරහම තියෙනවා antenna. හරි? ඒක ලේබල් කරලා නැහැ. ඔයාලට පුළුවන් නම් insect කෙනෙක් ඇදලා ලේබල් කරන්න. Antenna. Antenna. Wings. මෙයාගේ නම් wings දාලා නැහැ. මේ තියෙන jointed appendages. ඒ කියන්නේ සංධි වලට බෙදිච්ච legs and those things. So that we are saying jointed appendages. Eyes are here. 3 main parts are here: head, thorax, abdomen. Thorax කියන්නේ උරස. Abdomen කියන්නේ උදරය. මෙයාට wings දාලා නැහැ. මම මෙයාගේ wings තියනවා කියලා හිතාන මෙම් wings දෙකකුත් දාන්නම්. හරි? common එක කෙනෙක් අඳින්නේ wings. Finish?
Yes, teacher.
Right. So I will finish the class. Now can you remember what we have done today? Shall I summarize the lesson then? Right. I will just remind you and then I am going to finish the class. We learn about what? Animal classification, right? Animal classification. Then animals we divide into two main parts. Now you tell me, who are they? Invertebrates?
Vertebrate.
Vertebrates. We didn't talk about this, ne? We didn't talk. We talk only about them. We talk about only 4 groups of them. Just tell me, who are they? Cnidaria. Then example, sea anemone. Tao kiyan example? Hydra.
Jellyfish.
Jellyfish. And for the next group, we learn about how the Annelida. Example, earthworm. Millipede name. Earthworm, Nereis, leech. Nereis.
Leech.
Yes. Then we talk other group, Annelida. Then after that we talk about mollusca. Mollusca. Examples we talk snail, bivalve, then octopus, squid.
Slug.
Huh?
Slug.
Yes, we can. Snail also we talk in slug. Yeah, the example. Then other last group. What is this? Arthropoda. Who are there? Insects.
Spiders.
Spider.
Frogs. Crabs.
Crab. Scorpion. Centipede.
Millipede. Butterfly.
Butterfly. Even cockroach, mosquito, they also. Then this what we have learned today. Because we learn features of each group. These are diploblastic, this is triploblastic, this is triplo, this is lot of layers of cells. And cnidarians, they are radial symmetry, bilateral, bilateral, bilateral. Like that we talk about them. That today home, you study this one. This is a tree diagram, easy to remind the work that we have done. මෙම tree diagram එකක් හැදලා අපි කරපුවා මෙම ලස්සනට categorize කරලා මතක් කරන්න. So this is a good way of reminding the lesson that we have done. At home, then you practice this way, right? එතකොට අපිට පාඩම අමතක වෙන්නේ නැහැ. Right.